Today, I want to walk you through something that a lot of us have been trying to piece together, the full character banner roadmap for Zenless Zone Zero, specifically from version 2.2 all the way to 2.5. Now, this period is shaping up to be one of the most exciting arcs in the game so far. We're talking about brand new factions, some long-anticipated character debuts, and potentially major shifts in both gameplay mechanics and the overall meta. This isn't just about looking at who's coming next, it's about understanding how HoYoverse is pacing its power creep, pushing new archetypes, and testing the waters with completely different design directions. So let's break it all down together. Also, real quick, before we dive in, I'm doing a giveaway for 3 Internaut memberships to celebrate all the upcoming hype. Just drop a comment below, anything at all, and I'll randomly choose 3 winners 1 week from now. And here's another heads up. I've got a second giveaway planned for when we hit 6,000 subs, so if you don't want to miss that one, make sure to subscribe now and stick around. If you want to save up to 23% on your Zenless Zone Zero top-ups, check out lootbar.gg. Here you can buy 3,280 monochromes for only $39, while it's $50 in-game. So this way you're saving $11 on Loot Bar. I just entered my UID, picked my server, no password needed. And just like that, the monochromes appeared on my account. And look, I still got the first-time double bonus, same as with the in-game top-up. Loot Bar has over 20,000 positive reviews on Trustpilot and more than 90,000 positive user reviews across HoYoverse games. I've been using it for over a year now, even for my giveaways, so I can personally recommend it. New users also get an extra 10% off coupon, so click the link in the description and start saving today. So let's start with 2.2, which we're right on the edge of. This version is pretty fire-heavy, literally. According to beta leaks, the big headliner here is Orpheus, a Fire Element S rank from Obol Squad. She's playable in the current beta, and she brings something we haven't really seen before, a style that fuses off-field automation with aftershock synergy. Basically, Orpheus builds up a heat resource that lets her trigger X skills even when she's off-field. That's wild already, but she goes a step further. Her kit boosts all squad members with a special focus buff when she lands her alternate chain attack. That buff increases overall damage and reduces the enemy's defense, which is just huge. If you're someone who enjoys multi-hit rotation-based comps or synergy-heavy setups with other Aftershock users like Anby or Kaleda, she might just be a must-pull. Now, alongside her, the files point to another potential new character named Seed. She's also Fire Element, categorized as an attack type, and her agent data and amplifier exist in the game files. But here's the twist. She isn't playable in beta yet. We don't even have skill footage or animation previews. So, while many leakers expect her to headline Phase 1, we still can't confirm her kit or mechanics. There's also mention of Manoto, a Fire Rupture unit, but again, he's not officially announced and not in beta. Right now, either. Some think he'll debut as an A rank with Seed, but unless HoYoverse pulls a surprise in the final patch, she could be delayed to a later version. As for reruns, there's been speculation about Asabaharu Masa and Evelyn coming back, mostly based on banner patterns. But that's just speculation. No files, no beta hints, nothing concrete. So 2.2 is one of those patches where we have a mix of solid beta data, like Orpheus's full kit, and then this foggy area around Seed and Manoto. If you're saving resources, I'd recommend waiting until the second phase unless you're already locked in on Orpheus's synergy. Now let's talk about 2.3. This is where things take a major stylistic turn. This version introduces a completely new faction called Angels of Delusion, and they're basically Zenless Zone Zero's version of virtual idols. It's a huge tone shift from what we're used to. Think glitter, glam, robotic ears, and transformation mechanics. It's bold, and honestly, it's going to be polarizing for some players. But the designs absolutely stand out. Here's what we know. There are 3 new characters debuting as part of this faction. While we don't have confirmed rarity yet, leaks consistently point to 2 of them being a high rarity character, likely an S rank, with the other one falling into the A rank tier, which fits the usual HoYoverse release pattern. Their names, based on internal references and early concept leaks, are Utane Jahiel, Rakudo Sariel, and Chinatu Remiel. Utane is by far the most unique. She has 2 distinct forms, a bubbly pink-haired girl persona and a full robotic transformation into a bunny-themed combat suit. It's not clear if this is a stance-switching mechanic, a transformation tied to her ultimate, or just cosmetic. But if the dual form is functional, we could be looking at a very fresh playstyle. Rakudo Sariel, on the other hand, has that edgy, punk idol aesthetic and looks like the frontliner of the group, possibly an on-field DPS type with strong burst potential. Then we've got Chinatu Remiel, who seems to be the shy composer of the team. Her design leans support, and early assumptions place her as either an ice element control agent or a utility-based sub-DPS. What makes this faction so interesting is that it breaks away from the gang, military, corporate faction mold we've had so far. It introduces a kind of performative illusion. They're not just fighters, they're brand symbols. That could lead into new holo tech themes too, like dream state manipulation or sensory-based crowd control. But that's just me speculating. If you're into stylized aesthetics and unusual mechanics, this is going to be a version worth watching. Then we move into 2.4, and this is where we finally get to see Lucia, who has been in the files since forever. She's a physical damage bruiser with a massive hammer and nun-inspired outfit. She's designed to be flashy and wide-reaching. Think big swings, massive area of effect coverage, and probably some rupture potential mixed in. Lucia's been one of the most anticipated unreleased characters in ZZZ history, so if she drops in 2.4 as expected, she's going to shake things up for physical comps and possibly bring back some synergy for older rupture-type A ranks that haven't had great support since release. Also, Monica, the idol from Stars of Lyra, might finally become playable. Right now, she only exists as an NPC and appears in a few story sequences, but her presence is building up patch after patch. Leakers believe she'll debut in 2.4 or possibly early 2.5. Her design suggests she'll be a control or debuff unit, probably ice or ether-based, but again, no kit data yet. This patch feels like the halfway point between the performance-style units of 2.3 and the more battle-heavy tones we're used to. A nice blend of spectacle and impact. Now, 2.5, this one's a little murky, but if the leaks are right, it's going to be a huge narrative shift. The big name here is Xiao. No, not the Genshin one. In ZZZ, Xiao has been teased through dialogue and voice lines as something different. Some players thought she was just another Bang Boo mascot, but the way the story frames her, she might actually be the first real human void hunter. If that's true, it could open the door to a whole new game mechanic. Imagine characters that interact with the void directly, maybe even nullify holo effects or apply suppression fields. There's no kit data on her yet, but her name appears often in the internal strings tied to void suppression, anomaly resistance, and boss-level narrative triggers. So yeah, that's the full rundown from 2.2 through 2.5. From the fiery launch of Orpheus to the idle revolution of Angels of Delusion, the long-awaited Hammer Queen Lucia, and the mysterious Void Hunter arc waiting around the corner. Which patch are you most hyped for? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more detailed breakdowns like this one, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. Save up to 23% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. Just enter your UID and server. The link is in the description.